Exactly the same as the last one, except for they gave us a graph instead of giving us an equation and a point. They gave us it on a graph grid. So what we're going to have to do here is we need an equation through P. So we have to identify where P is at. This first one, P is at 2, 1. So my point I need to go through is 2, 1. This is my x1 and y1. Since I need to be parallel to AB, I need to figure out the slope of AB, and I'm going to figure that out by counting. I'm going to draw my stair step from, B to A. It's going up to the right, so this should be a positive slope here. So it's going up 1, 2, 3, and over 1, 2, 3. So up 3 and over 3, this means the slope is 1. So my slope that I need is 1. And I'm going to plug it into my point slope formula and then simplify. So it's going to be y minus y1, which is 1, equals my slope, which is 1, times x minus my x1, which is 2. Distribute y minus 1. Distributing 1 is not going to do anything. X minus 2. And then add 1 to get the y alone. Y equals x minus 1. So here is the equation for the first one. For the second one, we're going to go through pretty much the same process. Identify the point. The point is at 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. This point is at 3, 2. So my x1 and my y1, and now I know them. And then I need to identify the slope. This line is going down as you go to the right, so this should have a negative slope. It's going down 1, 2, 3, and over 1, so down 3 over 1, which means my slope is negative 3. So I need to plug this into my point slope formula and simplify again. Y minus y1, which is 2, equals the slope, negative 3, times x minus x1 was 3. And then, of course, you'll get a good amount of points for getting to this point. And then you need to distribute and, simplify. So distributing this negative 3, y minus 2 equals negative 3x. Negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9. Be careful there. That's where a lot of people make a mistake. And then add 2 to both sides. Y minus 2 equals negative 3x plus 11. So that is the equation for that one. And then the last one here is kind of special because this is a horizontal line, and those have strange equations. If your line is going horizontally, these are in the form of y equals a number. If it's a vertical line, it's in the form of x equals a number. So since we want to be parallel, we still are going to go straight across, but we have to go through point P. So I'm going to draw that on my graph here, going straight across through point P. The main thing we need for this is we need this y value that it goes through. It's going through at negative 1. So this equation is actually just going to be y equals negative 1. Anytime you want a horizontal, it's just y equals the number that it crosses through on the y-axis. If it's vertical, it would be x equals whatever that number is it crosses through on the x-axis.